the biggest thing is kind of like when you play with multiple guys, you know, over the years at Spartans Stadium, and knowing when that time ends, you know, you're not going to be on the battlefield with those guys again unless, you know, y'all just something happen to magically be on the same team at the next level. So definitely was an emotional thing, but it also was like a blessing and heartwarming.
Mark D'Antonio, Chris Fry, Brian Allen, and Gerald Holmes on Michigan State's 17-7 win over Maryland yesterday in Spartan Stadium. Rico Beard, it wasn't pretty, but you look at 8-3 today, looks pretty good. Considering what could have been, how did Michigan State nearly triple last season's win total and stay in the top 17 in the college football playoff poll?
You know what, Jack, they did some deep introspective thinking, and those players really got to learn and know each other and said, we can't have any cliques, we can't have any divisions, we got to win all together. Nobody believes we can do this. I didn't think they could do what they did. I don't think anybody did, but they believed in that locker room, and it spilled out. At first, it looked like a forced play date, like, oh, do you guys really like each other? But by the end of that game, you saw those guys really do have a love. You hear family all the time. You saw family with that team.
Justin, you've had as much one-on-one time with Mark D'Antonio as anyone in the media. How has his poise and patience helped with the perseverance?
I think it's huge. I think that young people are always trying to, learn from their elders and from their, figures, father-type figures in their lives. Growing up, coaches do a huge amount of that for young players. And Mark D'Antonio, just the slow and steady and calmness and the rallying cry. His rallying cry, find the inches. It couldn't have been more true in a season as it was in this season, because you just had to look back 1 year, not too long ago.
Right.
They led in every game they played in and didn't find the inches. And all of a sudden, they're winning close games again by finding the inches. So Mark D'Antonio has to be extremely proud that he stayed to exactly who he is. He stayed to his creed and his philosophies, didn't try to do something new to get everybody flashing, hey, this is what we're going to do to change what happened. Went back to the basics, and it worked out.
Tom Crawford, what does it mean when a bad weather team perseveres in these kinds of games?
Well, I mean, this is typical Michigan State. We saw this on October 7th. I mean, they just kind of grind their way through.
6-1 now in games that were decided in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, 20 yards passing, but they got 271 on the ground. They find a way to get it done. And I hats off to Michigan State. They just find a way to win, and now all of a sudden they'll probably go 10-3.
They go up by 2 touchdowns, and then they just pull off the gas.
LJ Scott had a big game. LJ Scott was his final appearance in Spartan Stadium?
Yeah, it was senior day for LJ, too. Yeah, for sure.
LJ Scott, is he back?
I don't think so. You're running back. You got to go.
Got a hold on the
Graham
ball,
Couch suggested that was a senior day for a guy who did not get to get down and kiss the Spartan the way those 15 seniors did.